for you.
Up first tonight, a local couple hired a psychologist to help their 13-year-old son, but instead, he raped him.
They believed he would never work as a therapist again, but they were wrong. The 7 Action News investigators have uncovered dozens of cases of healthcare workers convicted of sex crimes and a system that makes it possible for them to treat patients again.
Investigator Heather Catallo has the shocking details tonight.
We have reviewed hundreds of records, and what we found is downright scary. Dozens of health professionals convicted of a sex crime who can or did get their professional license reinstated. There is proposed legislation to fix this, but victims say it doesn't go far enough to protect the public.
Doctors Julian Gordon, Donald Quinn, and Matthew Berman have a lot in common. They are all convicted sex offenders. They all had their professional licenses suspended by the state, and they all got their licenses back and are working again.
It makes no sense at all.
This man, who asked us to protect his identity, was 13 when his parents sent him to Dr. Gordon. Struggling in school, the once respected psychologist was supposed to help. But instead, court records show Dr. Gordon made his life far worse, molesting the boy for months and raping him.
Nobody should ever have to go through it.
Now a man and U.S. Marine, he says it's not his tour in Iraq that haunts him. It's what Dr. Gordon did to him when he was a boy.
I feel like he should still be being punished for the rest of his life because I am. You know, I have to think about it every day of my life.
A jury convicted Dr. Gordon of 3 counts of criminal sexual conduct. He went to prison for 13 years, and the state revoked the psychologist's license. The boy's family believed Gordon would never work again as a therapist. But 18 months after Dr. Gordon was released from prison, the state reinstated his license to practice. That's Gordon heading to work at a methadone clinic in Detroit, where he counsels patients.
I didn't even know there was a chance he could get his license back.
So how did Dr. Gordon's victim learn that the psychologist had gotten his license back and was working again? The state didn't tell him. Sadly, we had to.
It just blew my mind. It's just like something I thought was never allowed to happen.
And it didn't just happen in Dr. Gordon's case. We found 44 convicted sex offenders who all had their licenses reinstated or could get them back. Ahead, 2 more shocking cases, and I've discovered one of those doctors may have broken the law again.
Have you told the state that this is where you're working? It's not on the sex offender registry.
The rest of my investigation is coming up.